Lehvaz, a small village in southern Syunik, Mars. We understand that Thom Cyrs, a Peace Corps volunteer, has been there for a couple of years. And we even understand that today is volleyball day at the school. So we're going to go play some volleyball and maybe have a chat with the kids and Thom.
Okay. How do they say that?
Next zero. I'm here with Thom Sirësn in the village of Lehvaz. At his school, he's been here for almost 2 years with the American Peace Corps. So Thom, 2 years in a village like this, what's it been like?
So before I came to Lehvaz, I was living in Chicago. So it was a pretty extreme transition from a city of like 5 million people to a village of like 700 people. I don't know, for me it's just really interesting, and every day is kind of fascinating because I live in this very small place. At this point I know all of the families, I know all of the kids, I feel like a part of the village, and I'm gonna miss it very much.
So who is this guy?
Mr. Thom.
Mr. Thom.
Mr. Thom. Who is Mr. Thom?
Կամավոր է եկել է մեր դպրոց եւ անգլերեն սովորացնում։
So you speak English?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is he a good English teacher?
Yes.
Some of the Peace Corps volunteers have an expectation of being able to make huge changes, difference in small places like this. Did you have any of that, and have you been able to do that, or have you more come down to the slow pace of village life?
I mean, I think I kept my expectations pretty low before coming here. You know, I wasn't trying to change the infrastructure of the village or anything like that. And I've always just been kind of trying to come here to teach, to spend time with the kids, and do what I can. And some things have actually ended up being very successful, and I've been pleasantly surprised. Like we wrote a grant for an English room in the school, and now that's open, and we have new books and computers, and the kids come 2 times a week after classes to study there. Which is really fantastic. The kids get really excited about competitions that we have, like we're having a spelling bee, for example, this Sunday in Kapan. Yeah, spelling words in English. So it helps them, it's kind of a rote competition, but it's really good for them also because they learn how to spell words, they learn English pronunciation, and it just gets them excited about learning.
Լեհվազում է ամենագեղեցիկ դպրոցը, Մեղրու տարածաշրջանի ամենագեղեցիկ դպրոցը։ Ինքը գիտելիքի աղբյուր է։ Ամեն ինչով։
Ամեն ինչով։
Այո։
Այգիով։ Ah, okay. That's a school garden. You have a school garden. Okay, what do you grow in the school garden?
Մշակում ենք ծառիկները, ծառերը, բալի, արքայեն արինջի, ծառերը, որոնք մշակում են մեր տեխնոլոգիայի ուսուցչի կողմից։
Are you learning things about the environment, how to keep the environment clean as well?
No. Ոչ։
What? Do you think it would be important to learn things like that? Okay, then maybe we can try to send some information or something, some brochures or something, so you can learn something about that as well. When we were talking to the kids after playing volleyball, they mentioned something about environmental education being an interesting theme for them. It's interesting for me. In Yerevan, where I live, of course environmental information and education has become a common topic. But in a village like this, the kids actually know what it is, and they're showing an interest. What do you think can be done here with that?
I think first and foremost just education, you know, like explaining to kids how long it actually takes for a plastic bottle to decompose. You know, like if you throw it in the river, what actually happens when you do that. It doesn't just go away. You know, it takes thousands of years for that to. So I think education.
How do you do that? How do you do that education on a practical level? What tools do you need to bring environmental education to this village?
I mean, you need people that are enthusiastic. and that's about it. I mean, to teach ideas, you just need people, really.
We have connections with organizations like the Armenian Environmental Network, like Green Lane, like the Urban Foundation for Sustainable Development. All of those work in Yerevan and in some of the regions with environmental issues. Education in the schools, for example. Maybe we can link them to you. Would that be a possibility, to put you in touch with people like that? Maybe they can provide trainers or at least brochures or slideshow presentations or something like that. Do you think that would work?
That would be fantastic. Slideshow presentations in Armenian, brochures, and people would be amazing, if you could send people too. But even if not, I mean, volunteers like myself and David can present, topics like that to the kids, and we really enjoy doing it also.
Are you very busy? Do you have the capacity to take on new side projects like that?
I'm surprisingly always busy here, even though I'm in this tiny village. But I'm always willing to take on more projects.
How many people live in this village actually?
About 700 on paper. Yeah, I would say it's more like 600 or 500 in reality.
And that means some people have left for Megri or Yerevan or left the country?
Yeah, like a lot of villages in Armenia, people go to Russia, people go to Megri, or people go to Yerevan.
What do most of your parents do? How do your parents? What kind of jobs do your parents have? We're very close to Megri. Do they work in Megri or something? Are there factories here? Are there jobs to have here? So there's a factory here for producing asphalt. Will you stay in the village, or will you study and go to Yerevan or abroad, or do you love your village and you want to stay here?
Աշխատելու համար կգնանք, բայց դե ապրելու համար ստե։
Մեր ծննդավայրն է։
And what would you like to see happen in your village? What's the best thing that can happen in your village?
Եկեղեցի կառուցվի։
And getting back to Tom, is it important to have people like Tom in the village? People come from the outside and visit your village? And live here? Is that important?
Yes.
And why is it important that people like Tom come here?
Որովհետև նրանք կրթված են եւ մեզ եք սովորեցնել որոշ բաներ։
Well, Tom, it's great to see somebody coming from a big place like Chicago and find what appears to be a good portion of happiness and contentness here in a little village like Lehvaz. So congratulations, you're doing a great job, and I hope we can help you out with that environmental education. That would be great. Ooh, that was quite the volleyball game. Great to talk to Tom, great to meet the kids and get our butts whipped in volleyball. But anyway, time to go. We gotta run north back to Yerevan. What a great village. This is Lehvaz.